a loop, and we've been figuring out how we can get back to our gatherings of divination. So tonight we're having our first witch's tea, and we will do readings for people who give a super chat. And I think the smallest super chat you can give is 99 cents, and that's fine. We'll still do readings for you. So the tea party is about exploration, divination, kind of digging into different subjects if there's something you'd like to talk about or ask questions about. And the first thing that I'm going to do is ask that Spirit bless all of the readings given tonight to our understanding for the highest good. So I'm going to light our candle and set that intention. And here we are. I love how this tells us there's nobody watching, but that tells us there's somebody there.
I know. I think there's a bit of a satellite delay as well, because it's starting to populate now.
It's so bizarre.
So we're getting there. I see people appearing on the chat, so I guess they're able to hear as I see. There's a Lisa Crystals. What a cool name. I hope you like crystals, Lisa. Lisa likes crystals.
Lisa likes crystals. That's where it all began.
Oh, that's the gateway drug, isn't it?
It is,
it's
right?
Almost,
oh my goodness.
It's almost. So people are joining us. That's cool. Hello,
right.
Hey Amber, hey Marmalena. However.
Oh, Marmalena. I know who that is.
Oh, you do?
I do.
Oh,
My
she
fellow
has the
Aquarian.
advantage.
Yes.
My fellow Aquarians.
Who's this now?
This is Donna.
Donna. All right, people are arriving. Well, welcome to the tea.
How do you do a super chat? Well, it's dead easy. There's somewhere just on the bottom, just underneath the video thing. I'm assuming you're on a computer. It's just click the little button, and the how much doesn't matter. Because we're being shameless buggers right now. We're trying to raise money to
raise
build
money for
Tea Notva.
Yeah.
So everything helps. Oh gosh, there's a bunch of people joining us now.
Well,
so
that's awesome.
All wonderful. So the amount doesn't matter, but we always find that it's always and somebody's figured it out straight away. And thank you for your well, I forgot to warn you.
Disco.
You can tell when somebody sends a super chat because apparently it makes the lights blink, and apparently they're blinking like nuts right now. So
hopefully no one watching is epileptic. That's great.
I love it. I love it.
All right.
Gosh.
Well, Amber, we have different cards tonight, all kinds of different things. And what I'm going to do, I think, for your reading is I'm going to use inner child cards.
I was so drawn to them. I was thinking I might go with them as well.
Well, we have medicine cards, we have regular tarot, we have all kinds of different things.
We've brought out a bunch of decks tonight.
The inner child cards are really special to me, and I keep them in a scarf that used to belong to my mom.
Oh well, of course.
So they're in a scarf that used to belong to my mom, and they're one of my very favorite special decks. So we're going to get you started with that. And they're extra big, so your hands feel small, like you were a kid.
How perfect is that?
All right. So I'm going to do more than one card, but I'm going to do them like one at a time.
I'm going to sit back and watch because this looks pretty cool. Oh gosh, the lights are going to go ballistic again.
It's okay. All right. So your first card...
Oh, don't you love it? You get to make the lights flash here if you send a super chat. It's kind of cool.
Your first card is the Three Little Pigs. So I think that this talks about working towards security, right? So if remember, the first little pig built his house out of sticks, and the next little pig built his house out of straw, I think, and then the third little pig built his house out of bricks.
Oh, huffing on puffing, I'll blow the house down.
Right, but the wolf couldn't blow the house down when it was the house of bricks. So he decided he would come down the chimney, and they were ready for him. So they had a nice hot fire, and they had a wolf dinner. So I think that the first message I'm going to see for you, Amber, is things aren't always as they appear, you know? So the little pigs might have been feeling scared or vulnerable or filled with lack. And the wolf had all this confidence and thought that he had all the power. But as it ended up, because the pigs were so smart and really thought things through, they created much better security for themselves. So if you're working on creating security for yourself, the first thing is not to give your power away. Don't give your power to someone else. And think it through and make a plan and have a contingency plan. So that's the first part of the reading. And the next bit is the 3 of crystals, which would correspond to the 3 of pentacles. So again, I feel like this is a message about building something, renovating something, remodeling something. And because it's crystals, I feel that it has to do with...
We are at the disco, aren't we?
It's all cool. That it has to do with structure and like safety and balance. And the third card popped out over here, which is the Guardian of Swords. So I'm going to say that you may not be into angels, but you might want to think about Archangel Gabriel, who's the bringer of strength. So I see this springtime as strength, renewal, protection, and working towards building a stronger foundation. Oh,
Donna's just joined
the
our sweep team.
Well,
hello,
all right,
Donna.
well, I'll give her a reading too.
Yeah, I guess if you become
that's a
member,
donation.
if you become a member of the channel as well, we'll give you a reading too. I think that's only
All
fair.
right, so
yeah.
we're on Amber here.
All right, so Amber. I think Amber actually asked a question. We're going to have to scroll around all over the place, but she's... no, that was somebody else. Okay, that's not Amber's question.
Okay.
I'm all confused now. What do I know? So we'll just see
So
what we
good
can see.
evening
For
to Steph. I've got you down. Good evening to Anne Marie and Kathy and Marmalena. I use the inner child cards. They speak loads. They do. And I have Anton's doing Amber, and then we have Anna Marie, Steph, and Donna's readings to do.
All right, let's see what we've got. See what I can... I've never read with these, to be honest, but I do.
Lovely.
I love
they're
them.
They're really lovely.
And I love the way that, you know, they're like purposefully oversized. And the idea is it's supposed to make you feel like you're a wee kid holding, you know.
Yep.
I just love that. I just think it's kind of cool. There's a wonderful innocence. Oh, gosh. Well, this is really good. We've got the Ace of Crystals, we've got Rapunzel, and we've got the Fairy Godmother.
So this is Amber's reading.
So I love this. Well, the first thing with Rapunzel here, who let down her hair, kind of thing, to be able to get somebody to climb up her hair or escape or whatever. I'm not sure I know the bleeding tale too well. But the thing that jumps out at me here, and I love this, there's a garden or a field, and it's growing. So I think just be a little. I want to say a little less hard on yourself and a little more doing what's necessary to make your garden grow, if you know what I mean. So water it when it needs water in it, you know, weed it when it needs the weeds pulling out, kind of thing. Just do what's necessary, and I think, you know, the unassailable becomes easy. There's no obstacle that you cannot overcome if you just do the simple steps. And there's no massive magnanimous thing necessary here. It's just doing simply what's necessary. And this look at this. I mean, if this is not a wonderful card for sort of, you know, growth of prosperity and all that sort of stuff. I mean, this little gnome, he's obviously, it's hard work mining crystals.
But he's found a big one. He hit the jackpot.
He's got a bit of a bonza one there.
Mm-hmm.
So this again, and the Fairy Godmother, I love this, and I think this is important. Amber, don't be afraid to ask for help. You know, don't internalize so much and just, you know, soldier on trying to do everything for everybody. It's okay to say, hey, can you give me a hand here? You know, because that's really, you know, I just feel that, you know, we're not in this by ourselves. You know, there's this, like, you know, be bold and mighty forces will come to your aid. You know, really offer up a prayer or set forth a magical intent. And today being the Pisces new moon is a perfect time
Wonderful
to do
time
that
to
magically.
manifest something that can take root.
Really,
Right?
yeah.
We talked about this morning. We're having an out of sign conjunction. So we have the sun, the new moon, and Saturn all within like 3 degrees of each other. So Saturn is going to put the roots down in whatever seeds you're planting.
How cool is that?
All right.
I like that.
So
That's cool.
this is Anna Marie. And
Hello, Anna Marie.
you don't have to use the same thing I
No,
use.
I'm going to...
For Anna Marie, also wrapped in one of my mom's scarves, I am going to use animal medicine cards.
Oh, well, hello.
Oh, I've got a little journal in here.
Oh, no.
Journal of
What,
Joy.
did you
It's
actually
just-
write anything in it?
Probably
You've
not
got that
yet.
many journals. It's unreal.
All right, so these have been around a really long time, and Hannah reads with these. And a lady came in the store the other day, and she said, "Oh, I'm looking for a deck. I've lost it. I don't know what happened to it. I had it about 25 years ago. You probably don't even make them anymore." And Danny said, "Oh no, we have those." All right, so Anna Marie,
Beautiful.
I'm going to say that it's very interesting when we look at the chakra system. It resonates with the planetary system. We could compare the chakras to the planets. And I feel like this is going to be a very healing or shamanic message for you that I'm going to get from these cards. And I feel like this has to do with base chakra. So base chakra is where we put down our roots. It has to do with our living arrangements, our sense of security, our sense of organization. And it very much is a focus when we come to a time in our life where we're setting up the next piece of our life, right? So when we graduate from high school and our whole life's in front of us, people are like, "Oh, what do you want to do? And what do you want to be?" And we think,
I don't know.
holy crap, you know,
Unless you do.
I'm really not sure, and I got to pick out something that's going to govern a huge chunk of my life. And I feel like that's where you are now. You're in a space where choices and decisions and things that are happening now are governing a section of your life. So I'm going to give you a card that will represent a medicine, a power animal medicine that you can use to help you with this section of your life. Antelope.
Sorry.
Oh, you're thinking antelope, right?
Antelope.
All right.
I can't
So
do that.
I'm going to go to the book.
We have
because
to
I don't
consult the
wanna-
book of words.
Well, I don't want to make any mistakes.
I think antelopes are an amazingly graceful creature.
Yeah.
They are.
All right. That's what I was thinking, that antelope is about running really fast, but I'm not sure that's a proper message. But let's see what this says. I get it. All right. You might have felt like the COVID and trying to get something moving has been a very daunting task. And really, I think what's happening is things are about to take off. So you know when you're setting up a slingshot shot, it takes a lot of strength, and you keep pulling the rock back and pulling the rock back and pulling the rock back, and then all of a sudden it goes and meets its target. So here's what it says. Run. Teach me of action and its pace, quickly, so I may run with grace.
Oh, did I not say the word grace? I just want to say that. Run with grace. Yeah, I love it.
This is just the beginning. Antelope tells us how to take action, how to set up camp, how to learn our lessons. I think it's signifying knowledge. So in other words, this time when you want to take on something that's a big life change, you have the knowledge of what's come before. It's not such a huge mystery. Life has been kind of sorted out by now, right? When we graduate high school, we think we know everything. We don't know shit. But now we have life experience. So it says action is the key, not sitting still. Yes, you can plan, but try every day to put part of that plan into action. Make some more calls, do some more research, get the word out there. If you feel like you're stymied or stuck, it's time to call upon antelope medicine. If you think things are twisted in knots, speak to antelope's power, and antelope will tell you how to take action to set you free. Antelope whispers, listen, listen, the messages are important. Antelope will illuminate the secrets that you need in order to break free and move forward, in order to overcome any obstacle. So listen to what Antelope has to say. And, if you have any kind of access to the Google machine, Google Antelope.
Oh, they're quite incredible creatures. If I think, oh, careful.
What deck would you like to use?
I think
I'm going
for Anne-Marie. I'm just feeling I'm going to go to my old friend, the Rider-Waite.
The Rider-Waite. All right.
Do that. And we'll get there.
Here.
We also Savannah didn't make the lights flash, but she threw us a super chat.
All right. Well, I got Savannah on the list.
You do. You're just cooking on gas.
But the maybe they don't want to make us epileptic.
Well, I don't know. They'll probably just start flashing randomly.
All right. There you go.
All right. So I don't know if Anna-Marie had a question. Just general, she says. Okay. Let's have a look then. General. Can't keep up with all the comments sometimes. I feel that one. Oh yeah.
So this is Anna-Marie. Yeah. Interesting. Talk about ups and downs here.
I feel you're going through a bit of an emotional roller coaster, which is kind of weird, and it's almost like a bittersweet kind of thing. And I don't know why I'm possessed to tell you this, but I've learned now. You got some water. I've learned now that just to open my mouth and just go with it. And I want to tell you about the 2 happiest days in a mariner's life. All right. The happiest day in a mariner's life is when they buy their first boat. The next happiest day, and probably happier than that, in a mariner's life is when they sell that damn boat.
So the first happiest day is when you buy the boat. The second happiest day is when you sell the boat. I love it.
It's, well, boat is an old adage, isn't it? It's break out another 1,000. We don't have a boat, so believe me, that's not in our thing. But I feel that there's something that you've worked so long on and so hard on and worked so well to build it, that it's almost bittersweet to want to let it go. But let it go, I feel you really... I feel that you've got to the point in life where a change is due, And listen, you're an old soul. I know this doesn't apply to everybody else in the world. This is just my own personal cue. Wherever I get those 3 pyramids, and there are 3 cards in the deck with the 3 pyramids, the Page of Wands being one of them, it always tells me, especially when it comes out the first card, which it was, that I'm speaking to an old soul. So namaste, old soul. So yeah, Anna-Marie, listen to your innate wisdom then. Stop second guessing yourself. Listen to your inner voice. And it's not all set in stone. Yeah, I know sometimes we all go, why is this such a struggle? Why me? Why this? Why the other? Well, the Wheel of Fortune is kind of, it's interesting. And I whenever I get this card again, especially with the old soul, I feel like, there's an element of, we've got to the close of a chapter of life, and we've learned something really cool and something new. And now I want to ask you, what do you want to do when you grow up?
Well, that's what I'm saying. There's this big shift, this big change.
What do you want to? Because now is your time. It's up to you what you do here. Whether you spin this wheel, it's not spin the wheel round, it goes where it stops. No one knows. It's up to you. You've got the sort of control here. You can turn it forwards. You can turn it back. not everything as it appears either, because this here we have tarot around here, or if we read from the bottom up, it says rota, which simply means wheel. But I think the most important thing that's jumping out right now to me is the 4 fixed signs of the zodiac on this card. And if you've got your own deck, have a look at it, the Wheel of Fortune. But their books they have are completely blank. So if you've been driven to write,
story,
or something like that, I feel is a very creative endeavor for you. That even though it's you know, I want to say like retirement, it's just like I feel like there's something else going to take its place. So it's not like, you know, this kind of tied to the drudgery of it, and what's the word I'm looking for?
I don't know.
It's yes, it's letting go of something I feel you really, really do prize and love deeply, and it's a part of you and has been your life for so long. So there's that bitter sort of release of it, but it's like selling your boat, you know. it's gonna feel good. It is, and I think, you know, just be you. Just be you. And I think there's a really exciting time coming for it. I think it's almost like a renaissance, if that's the right word I'm looking for. A renaissance, a rebirth. You know what I'm saying? My gosh, have we got lots of comments and all fun stuff here.
We have some really cool things going on.
So if you've just joined us, and I believe a number of people have just joined us, if you're looking to get a reading for yourself, just hoy us a super chat, or you can become a channel member as well. You could do that if you wanted to, and we'll do you a reading for that too. Because what we're doing tonight is we're trying to raise a spot of money to help us with our T Nodva Celtica project, which is sucking up money like you wouldn't believe.
Yes. All right. So next up is Steph. So Steph has asked a relationship question. So what
there you go.
What I'm going to do is, there you go.
There you go.
It's bittersweet.
Anna Marie says, yeah, it's very bittersweet, but I'm ready for my rebirth.
Well, now is a perfect time to manifest.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect time. All right. So this is Steph, and it's a relationship question, and I'm going to use 2 oracles because we're having fun at a tea tonight.
Oh gosh.
And I'm going to use
We're going all over the place, aren't we?
Celtic Tree Oracle, and I'm going to use the Inner Child Oracle.
Oh, I love that one.
All right. So, the first card that I have from the Celtic Tree Oracle is Elder. So this is, I think, about healing. You know, elderberry syrup builds our immune system, and it's the lady's tree. Elder is the lady's tree. Burn it not, nor cursed you'll be. So I feel like you have brought yourself into a great place of healing, right? That you are ready and open to a positive and good relationship, and that you have worked hard to maybe overcome some past hurts or some feeling maybe not so confident. But I think you're in a really good space to be open to this relationship. And the other cards gave us star guidance. It says, I follow my dreams.
Ooh.
So I'm going to say, since you've done this big healing work, now is not the time to settle. So if this person that you are working towards having a relationship with, or being in a good relationship with, isn't the person of your dreams,
Dream bigger.
you probably can't change them into being that. So think about what it is that you will make boundaries about. You know, sometimes people have one bad habit that's we can deal with. Other times they have some habits that are deal breakers. So I'm going to say, I think that you are ready for the relationship, and I don't see any reason why you couldn't have a relationship. I'm just going to say to you now that you've done that healing work, don't settle. And it might be a good idea to actually look at astrology or the zodiac for compatibility, because this is stargazing, star guidance. Look at the zodiac for compatibility and see if there's something there that foretells of a really good time, or something to kind of look out for that you might need to compensate for. But I really don't want you to just settle just for the sake of settling. What deck would you like to use?
Yeah, I've got the Rider-Waite in front of me, so I'm going to go with that.
Okay.
I just want to share with you, Steph, that one of the first questions when Lisa and I were getting to know one another, one of the very first questions she asked me on one of our extremely lengthy telephone conversations, or even it might even have been before
By
that.
email,
It might have been an email before we even got to speak on the phone. She wanted to know my date, time, and place of birth. I wonder why.
And he was like, okay. And I ran a compatibility chart.
She married me anyway. I don't know. What do you?
No, it was not too bad, I must say. It's been a good trip.
It's been a strange and wonderful trip, and you know what? The best is yet to come in my mind.
So might it be.
Oh,
it's
it
better,
is.
my goodness.
It's
I know
like,
what I'm going to use next.
you know what you're going to use?
I think I'm
Just into your... Okay, so relationship. Let's have a look. Where are we going with this? Well, they both want to come together, so I'm gonna. Well, actually, all three do. So let's see where we are with that. Where we're at. We have got for you the Ace of Pentacles, the Three of Cups, and the Eight of Swords. And I think the Eight of Swords was the one I pulled first because it was at the bottom, so that's probably why I pulled it first. So listen, I wanna have a quick word with you, a little heads up about how you perceive things to be, okay? And I think you need to really sort of work. I love the fact that you've got the elderberry card there, because that is very much a state of healing. And whilst you might have been through the actual emotional healing, there's one little thing we've got to do, and that's change your perception. And that is, you are not a victim, okay? I want you to really recover your own power and your sovereignty. And because we look at this card, I mean, on the face of it, it doesn't look like a good card, does it? I mean, we see this blindfold and bound woman on a tidal flat with the tide out, surrounded by a prison of swords. It really doesn't appear to be particularly wondrous. However, look closer and you'll see that there are no binds. There are no knots in those binds. A simple shrug, they will fall
loose,
away.
yeah.
They'll just fall away. And then when you lift the blindfold with your now free hands, you see the swords do not actually ensnare you at all. You can just walk the hell out of there. You absolutely can. So try not to perceive things as being hopeless and difficult, and you know, you being the victim here, because these other two cards, oh my, these are really good.
They look pretty good to me.
They're pretty darn good cards. So come the fall, things are going to be looking a lot rosier for you. I know there's a whole summer to get through. We haven't even got into spring properly yet, but
do you think this year is a good developing
it's a good year. And treasure your close friends. You know, they say a problem shared is a problem halved, and sometimes it can be. So long as you associate with positive people who want to uplift you, not bring you down and, you know, just pee on your bonfire. You want people who are, you know, good soul sisters. And I think you've got a couple of those, and really, you know, spending time with them is going to help you, perhaps, because we're all good at seeing our own faults, and it's sometimes it's our friends that are very good at saying, hey, you know, you're pretty cool at that, and that's why I love you, and it makes us feel good. So we are, you know, no man, no woman, no whatever is an island. Mm-hmm. You know, you need your friendship, and this card says it all. I love this,
and I think good outcome.
This is such a great. Yeah, it's a very positive card. Lots of as yet unrealized potential, untapped potential here, but really this is a cracking card. So I think things are on the shift for you, on the mend. I think you've been through the mill a bit. I understand that, and I think the time for healing is, but you've still got to be a little kinder to yourself. All right, I think that's.
I think things do look good for a relationship.
I do,
as long as you stay confident and don't settle.
Look for the good.
All right.
Look for
So,
the good.
Farida, we are doing readings tonight for Super Chat donations. So we're not doing free readings tonight.
Just
so you know.
yeah, no, if anybody's joined us, which I think some people are, new and what have you, you can either become a member of the channel and we'll throw you a reading in for that, or you can throw us a super chat. How much doesn't matter, because we're working, we're back on the thing.
You can do 99 cents, I think.
Yeah, well, I think it's a trivial amount, but it's an exchange of energy.
So
That's all
Donna, I'm going to use Rider Waite, but I just want to open with what's called carrot cards.
You're very welcome, Steph.
Well, they're little bunny cards.
They
Because
are
we are in
ridiculously
Year of the
cute.
Water Rabbit. Okay. So Donna said she would like to talk about finance and travel.
Ooh, hello.
And you got number 29, which are two little rabbits sitting on a hillside looking at the full moon. So I think that this is a message about being a little apprehensive about travel. I know that people have been sorry. I know that people have been isolated and held very still. And sometimes when we've been home a long time, it's hard to get ourselves motivated to be away from home. And I think that this little card's message is it's the same moon that you're looking at, no matter where you're looking at the moon. So however far you travel, you'll still have your connection to home, because home is within you, right? Home is that witch within you, that knowing within you, that goddess within you. And I feel like this is a message for that safety in traveling, knowing that no matter where you are, it's the same moon. All right. And then I'm going to pull a couple of these.
Why not? Why not? Why not?
I love bunnies, she
I
says.
love bunnies too.
The cards are so small, but they're in black and white as well. So it's just like two little bunnies staring at the moon, yeah?
What you get?
All right, so finances are not going to be an issue. There's definitely going to be enough money to pay all the bills and to have a good time traveling. So you can do both those things. You can have the practical stuff and you can spend the money on traveling. And you can see there are ships, so it very likely is travel over water. And
But take your Dramamine by the
there's going
looks
to be
of
money
that
for
sea.
that. Well, no, you don't have to travel on the sea, but I think it's travel,
Sorry.
far travel. All right. There may be a bit of BS or crankiness with passports or tickets or mix-up of dates or something like that. So I'm going to say pretend it's Mercury retrograde. Don't get nervous or upset. Cross your T's, dot your I's, make sure everything matches, boarding pass, whatever, that nobody else has screwed you up, and you'll be okay. And I think that it's going to be a very, very wonderful trip, that there may be some past life connection, there may be some like soul buddy connection, and it really just feels like a time to exhale. So, I don't know, what cards do you want to
I'm going
use?
to go with the Inner Child Oracle. Because Donna says she loves bunnies.
Okay.
So you're gonna
They're
get
so
you're gonna get full on bunny. We love these.
And you could do more than one and combine the messages. You're
I'm
not
gonna
stuck
do
to
more
just-
than one.
Okay.
I'm gonna pull like 3. I think.
Oh my goddess.
I think. Well, 3's a good number, isn't it? I just have to say that.
It is.
So let me see where we're going with this. Gosh, these are so new. They don't want to slide.
They're lovely. These are our witchy wonders for the month. The little Inner Child Oracle bunny cards.
They are. And I think this one. Come here. All right. So let's see what we got here. So the first card says, I gift myself time and space to rest, relax, and replenish.
Ooh.
So yeah, I know you had laryngitis and all that sort of stuff. So maybe even pushing yourself just a hair too much. Yeah, you know, you're very important, honestly, Donna. Without you, you can't do anything. Okay, so it is not selfish to look after you, to look out for you, to spend the time necessary to rest and recuperate and recharge and all of that fun stuff. And I really feel that yeah, if travel is in your plans, I think this is going to be a really healing trip.
Very recuperative.
Yeah, and I think it's restorative, not just recuperative, if that's the right word. I think I love this. There's an expression in Welsh, and for the life of me, I can't remember it. But it translates as going back to your trees, going back to visit your trees.
Oh, we talked about this a little bit yesterday.
And it is. It's like that connection with the forest, your place of peace and power, the place where you can just like ground out all that pent up energy that's been zapping around inside you, and you know you've been carrying a lot of stuff, I think, internally, which is it's been quite sharp, and prickly and difficult and very painful, and I think it's important for you. Especially, I think the whole difficulty in speaking is there's some things you have to say. I really feel that. There's some things you have to say, even if you just go to a mountaintop and say them to the wind.
Also, being Pisces, this is a wonderful time for you to set things in motion. Pisces new moon.
Oh, right.
Oh, look at that.
Seasons of change. It's a bunny in a pile of leaves. It says, I flow into change with ease and grace. And I think, yeah, there is this adaptation necessary for you. You know, life is different now, but it doesn't mean life is terrible. I think there's some wonderful stuff around the corner that's going to open up for you. And I think really the biggest trip you're doing and coming back to the moon, the very first card, you know, it's the same moon wherever you go, because the thing is, wherever you go, you are there. All right. And so I think for you, this
a positive change,
the positive voyage of self-discovery and recognizing just what a magnificent being you actually are, you know, and actually grokking that for the first time in your life. And it's I think it's going to be amazingly, yeah, good for you. Live it. Look, whoops. It's probably not the most adept carpenter. It reminds me of my dad's attempt to hang a shelf there. But look, he's got the birdhouse sort of work. He said, I am patient with myself and energized by learning. Yeah, you know, we're never too old to learn. We're not. And learning new stuff is wonderful.
I think that speaks about finances. I think that there's going to be an easier way to make money.
It doesn't have to be the rob Peter to pay Paul struggle. It doesn't have to be. Yeah. It's. I think there's good stuff on the horizon for you, girl. I honestly do believe that. So
Savannah says, "Oh, now I know my witchy wonders." Well, I'm sorry that we spoiled the surprise. Some people don't like to know ahead of time, but it's not just the deck. There's some other cool things, ideas, and a way of using the deck that I'll keep a secret then.
Your lips are sealed.
All right.
Speaking of Savannah.
Savannah has a finance question, so
she does.
I'm going to get out the Rider-Waite for that, and I'm going to pull one inner child.
Anna Marie says, my lights blinked here when Savannah popped up.
And Savannah said she's just feels like such an enlightened person.
Oh, I love it.
All right. All right. So, this is finance question for Savannah. 3 of Crystals, which again is the 3 of Pentacles. So, I see this as safety and security, and there's a girl jumping rope with the other 2 gnomes are spinning the rope. So you may feel like you have to jump through some hoops, but I think in the end, everything, especially regarding home life, is going to come right. All right. So finances. That's really weird.
You just shuffled those. I watched you shuffle those, and you pulled the exact same 3 cards.
I have the 3 cards that I had for Donna.
That's just weird.
And you shuffled them to get your cards for Donna.
This is just weird, man.
All right. Well,
oh, I love this.
I think there's 2 sources of income. I'm going to read yours differently. There's 2 sources of income. And it looks to me, I feel like for you, this is about an investment that did not go the way you guys planned. And you're both kind of really pissed off about it. You may have lost some money, but you're going to make it up. But I feel like there's just something that's nagging at the 2 of you regarding money that you're mad about investing in that or something. And in the end, I think it's going to be okay. Again, this is very similar to the energy I was feeling for the inner child card. That security, safety around the home and family is going to come right. It's going to be okay. But I think there might be a different investment on the horizon that will go a lot better, even though you may be like once bitten, twice shy. So you may invest in a similar thing, but with a different, more stable company. And I think the key is for you guys to really not argue about how it's going to go. You know, if this has to be like a unanimous thing. If one wants to go that way and the other one doesn't, maybe that's a sign you shouldn't. Or if one wants to go this way and the other one doesn't, maybe that's a sign you shouldn't. Try to pick on something, pick something that both of you feel comfortable with.
Fight the problem, not each other.
Exactly. But I do think it's going to come right.
I think
what would you like?
I'm going to go with where are the animal medicine cards?
Animal medicine.
I just feel like because I haven't touched that deck in 1,000 years. So let's have a look for Savannah, because this is finances, right?
Yep.
Gosh, I feel honoured to be able to touch your cards. You must trust me. That's all I can say.
What? Oh.
Well, no. I mean, these are precious. I know you've had those. Dragonfly. Well, let's. I'm going to spend some time with it because I do know dragonflies are great. They're really, yeah, could be because it's like some ancestral kind of thing, and I think there's. It's funny because my sister was remarking about dragonflies when I don't speak to her anywhere enough because she's still back in England, so we rarely chat. But I remember she was talking to me. She said, "Oh, I keep seeing dragonflies," which is unusual for England. It has to be said. Oh, hello. We're back at the disco. So what number is this? 27. I'll try and read it in the flashing lights.
Cassie, if you have a question, just let us know in the comments.
I love it. Let's find it here. 27. Oh, come here. Gone too far. Dragonfly. And it says, dragonfly breaks illusions, brings vision of power. No need to prove it, now is the hour. Know it, believe it, Great Spirit intercedes, feeding you, blessing you, filling all your needs.
Oh, well, that's a fantastic answer.
Strikes me as a very
to a finance question,
card, doesn't it? Oh. It says dragonfly medicine is of the dream time and the illusionary facade we accept as physical reality. The iridescence of dragonfly's wings reminds us of colours not found in our everyday experience. Dragonfly's shifting of colour, energy, form and movement explodes into the mind of the observer, bringing vague memories of a time or place where magic reigned, eh? Legends say that dragonfly was once dragon, and that dragon had scales like dragonfly wings. Dragon was full of wisdom and flew through the night, bringing light with its fiery breath. The breath of dragon brought forth the art of magic and illusion of changing form. Then dragon got caught in his own facade. Coyote tricked dragon into changing form, and the shape of his new body became like dragonflies. In accepting the challenge to prove its power and magical prowess, dragon lost its power. Don't have anybody try and make you prove yourself here. Dragonfly is the essence of the winds of change, the messages of wisdom and enlightenment, and communications from the elemental world. The elemental world is made up of tiny spirits of plants and elements of air, earth, fire, and water. In essence, this world is full of nature spirits.
I think Savannah might have an in for that after yesterday.
If Dragonfly has flown into your cards today, you may have forgotten to water your plants. On another level, you need to give thanks to the foods you eat for sustaining your body. On the psychological level, it may be time to break down the illusions you have held that restrict your actions or ideas. Dragonfly medicine always beckons you to seek out the parts of your habits that you need to change. Have you put on too much weight? Or have you started to look like a scarecrow? That's my haircut, it's probably, isn't it? No, you do a good job. If she didn't, I would look like a scarecrow, tell me. Right, have you tended to the charges or changes you wanted to make in your life? If you feel the need for change, call on Dragonfly to guide you through the mists of illusion to the pathway of transformation. See how you can apply the art of illusion to your present question or situation. And remember, things are not completely as they seem. Nor are they necessarily otherwise, but this is a great card for you. I
love the medicine cards.
Isn't it cool? I just think that was really cool.
All right.
But that's a great card for finances, I'm thinking. Definitely. Very abundant.
Don't be caught up in the illusion of lack.
Yeah, don't be.
Manifest abundance. All right. So Cassie says she wants general.
Okay.
So I'm going to start
I'm just going to move these out of the way. I've got to have a
inner
slip
child.
here.
Oh, look, this one's upside down. So what's going on? It's upside down and inside out.
I didn't do it.
We're on to Cassie.
Unless I did.
Cassie's having a general reading.
Well, hello, Cassie.
So we'll have an inner child to start. The 10 of Crystals. Ooh. Now, in the regular Rider-Waite Tarot, this is the 10 of Pentacles. And this scene is... Can you hold that up to the camera?
Yeah, I'll have to...
It's that camera. I forgot.
That's never going to work over there.
No,
We're over here, look. There you go.
All
Can
right.
you see that?
It's a scene of like a Christmas with people opening presents. So...
I'll bring you that back.
And their rug is a rainbow. I feel like this card is trying to say that you do a really good job at providing for others. That to others, you are almost magical, right? That you always know just what they need, and that when they come to your home, it's like Christmas, that you have just the right foods for the person to eat, that you really work to make others very comfortable. And I think that is a very strong message about the good work that you do. And I think the message is also about working to make yourself comfortable. And sometimes just taking care of others makes us feel good. And I'm not trying to take anything from that. But I think Spirit is trying to say, what is it that you want as a present? What is it that you want to be magical for you? And then I'm just going to pull 2 of these for the rest of the reading, and then you can decide what on earth deck you're going to use.
I'm probably going to go with Rider Waite. Probably.
Okay.
Unless something moves me
All
differently.
right. So I think that this is saying you've been patient long enough, and it's time to get back in the game, right? It's time to start to harvest some things. Time to like clear the garden and plant anew. I think that financially everything is going to be just fine. I think this is more about emotionally, you know. Sometimes it's very hard to uproot things a little bit, but if we don't clear a space, we can't grow something new. So this seems to be about renewal and looking forward and regaining an inner passion. So I don't know, I feel like it's just like permission to be social and permission to meet new people and permission to keep your home and keep your comfort zone and all those things, but make a new patch in the garden to grow something different and new. All right, so that's.
Well, let's have them out the
All right,
out the bag.
whatever floats your boat. Oh, you're very welcome, Wendy. Yeah, I think this is going to be a fun way to kind of balance things, to be able to put some donations in for our little vision of Tinadra, our sanctuary house, and have a place for people to come from anywhere to come and stay and take courses and things like that. So.
It's all good, isn't it?
So this is Cassie.
We got no particular focus. It's just general, right?
Yeah. Kind of like, what does she need to know?
Well, we'll find out, eh? Let's just move them out of the way. All right. So, first card, King of Pentacles, the Hierophant, and the Nine of Wands. I'm sorry, 9 of Wands. Interesting. Okay. So, oh gosh. Oh. I'm getting a bit of a data dump, so I may go off into the weeds here.
That happens sometimes. What he means is, instead of hearing words like you get an entire paragraph, or you get a chapter, and then you have to try to translate that into something that's going to make sense.
So I think you're at a juncture in life which is interesting. I think there's a little burden of internal disquiet built up inside you. Ostensibly, you're doing all right, getting good grades. You know, I'm sorry, I'm quoting that horrible '80s song, so ignore that. You're doing okay, but I think you've forgotten the. Oh God, this is so difficult. You need to go to church. And by church, I don't mean a building, okay? Your church is nature. Your church is you need to go be back with your trees for the second time tonight. You need to reconnect. You need to, I think you've gotten sucked up into almost like corporate world, or need to make money, or need to do whatever, you know? The needs, you know,
why be normal? It's overrated.
What does it say? Life goes on long after the joy of living is gone. No, it doesn't have to be like that. It's okay. It's not about he who dies with the most toys wins. It really isn't. It's like, you see, the reason I'm saying this, and I've got this massive data dump going on at the moment. This person is like dripping in all of the trappings of wealth. You know, they've got an abundance of grapes around them, got the money, they've got the authority, they've got the position of power, but they've also got their foot on this pig here. And this is not a regular pig, this is a hook in my mind. And this indicates the spiritual well-being of a tribe. So it's almost like, you know, if I control that kind of thing. This is a bad thing. This is the downside of it. Whilst, you know, the money's there, this is what I'm saying. The Hierophant, you think about the word hiero in hieroglyphics. This is the one who would seek to try and reveal that which is hidden. And we'll tell you if you ask. It's written in a very arcane language and sometimes extraordinarily difficult to understand. And he ain't going to make it easy for you, he or she, because, I don't know, it's got awfully nice shoes for a guy. Yeah, I think the
church is like breathing, meditating. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So this isn't about what's said or written, you know. The secrets actually lie within the clouds, the sound of the rain, this emotional reconnection, if you will. You need to sort of get back to your place of because it's been hard, but I just want to tell you, you're still standing. You're still standing. Yeah, you've taken some knocks, but your defenses are still intact. You've not been crushed into the dirt. This, you've not got a bunch of swords sticking out your back here. This is okay. It's all right. So I think if you allow yourself time just to be you and just
what makes you laugh?
Yeah, what makes you laugh?
What makes you laugh?
What makes your
soul sing?
Exactly. Where's that deep connection again? And whether it's just getting your shoes and socks off and paddling in a lake, or just lying down and looking at the clouds, whatever that magical thing is, to reconnect to that sense of wonder that used to be in you and still is, but has been mightily repressed. It's got a bloody foot on it right now. I think this will let you really reconnect with the joy of living, and life will become, I don't know, just always better. Does that make sense? I hope it does. I witter too much. All this with 3 cards.
I know, but sometimes that happens.
Data dump.
I call it getting a download. And then you have to try to somehow translate this whole thing.
Make sense of it.
Oh, sometimes I get song lyrics too. It's all kinds of fun.
Oh, I do. I get them a lot, actually.
So, even though we might be repeating ourselves a little bit, I just want you to know tonight is a great time to do some new moon magic.
It is.
To
Pisces new moon.
Get your dreams moving, right? Get your ideas and creative energy going, and just let it happen. So what I'm going to do now is pull a card for the week. I'm going to use Inner Child. So this is like, what do we got here?
If you want to throw us a super chat, we'll stick around for you, Aurora. We will, yeah. But it doesn't matter how much. The how much is irrelevant.
Right, but we're doing no free readings tonight, just for donations. All right, so this is card for the week from me, Fairy Godmother.
Second time now.
Things are achievable. Cinderella thought, I'm never going to be able to go to the ball. I don't have a ball gown. I don't have a coach. I don't have anything. And the fairy godmother came and said, I can tell you've really worked hard. You really deserve this. You really need this. And I'm going to make it happen for you. So don't discount the idea that you may have a fairy godmother. That good things happen in all good ways when you're really focused. Your first reading.
Oh
my
wow.
Gosh. Well, do you want to do an inner child card for the week?
Why not?
Right.
This is a beautiful deck, aren't
This is speaking to this week coming, and advice or a focus.
The 2 of Wands. Now, is this... I don't know.
That's the Christopher Columbus guy, but this is a fairy looking into a reflective pool.
Is it? I don't know.
And what she sees doesn't look like her.
Oh, and the bunny as well. It's actually got a bunny by that, and a swan and all this. Oh, I like this.
What's the message for the week?
Dream big. I think if you can see it, it can happen. What is it? Oh, I'll believe it when I see it. When you believe it, you'll see it.
You have to see it. Some people say, I have to see it to believe it.
Right, but
we have to believe it in order to see it.
Thus is the way.
And she is manifesting a whole different image in the pool than.
I mean, this person has got beautiful headdress and everything like that. So she's found her inspiration. Also, oddly enough, as coming back to Cassie's reading, in nature.
Well, you know what? Maybe this is saying how you see yourself doesn't have to be how others see you.
It's the most
They don't know
thing.
the inner you.
They don't. How you see yourself is way more important than how you think other people see you, you know? Because
If that makes any sense.
it kind of does,
Kinda
doesn't it?
does,
You know,
yeah.
it's like, you know, what you think other people think of you really doesn't matter, because
It's what you
chances
know.
are you're probably wrong
Anyway. Yeah.
anyway, and it's none of your business. There's nothing you can do about that. It's irrelevant. What really matters is how you see yourself. How you see yourself. Are you a true friend to yourself? Do you love yourself? Are you bolstering yourself?
But this is a great week to
It
dream.
is. It
and
really is a
see
great,
things happen.
absolute epitome of creativity. Pisceans, I love Pisceans. A dear friend is a Piscean, a brilliant musician, brilliant composer, writer, whatever, you know. And I just love that off the chart creativity. That
Well, we
is-
have that new moon energy tonight. It's a great time to do
set some intentions.
set some intentions, some wishes
Definitely.
and prayers, and get things moving in the direction that's good for you.
Absolutely. So, guys, that's us. Would you believe that's an hour gone?
And I think we're going to do it next Monday too.
Are we?
I believe so.
Oh, heck.
I think
Well,
it might start to be a
It might become a thing.
Monday thing.
A Monday thing. Well, you know, except I do have a commitment on certain Mondays.
Right,
so
we
I
won't be
can't-
every Monday.
Can't do them all.
No, it
I
won't
know
be
that.
every Monday.
All right.
But it's going to be Mondays. If it happens, it'll happen on a Monday.
It's always
right.
going to be a Monday, isn't it?
So go and be epic tonight. Set your intentions.
Please, yeah.
Do your magic. Let it happen.
And thank you all for your very generous super chats. They're all
And
going
thank
to a
you
good
now to
cause.
we've got like 4 people on our sweep team there, yeah.
It's the sweep team is growing.
Growing.
Yeah.
You can see they're in green. It's kind of
They
cool.
do, and they get their little badge. Look, they get a special badge. You can tell.
What
them.
is it? What is
It's
it?
our broom.
It's a little broom.
It's a broom. Of course,
Oh,
it's our
of course
broom.
it's a broom.
It's our broom. We spent ages working out how to upload that yesterday.
All right, guys.
So
Have
that
a
was
great
kinda
night.
cool.
Take
All right.
care. Do some magic.
Yes. Do not miss this most auspicious opportunity to set intentions. It really is good. So there you go. Love it. Thank you so much, guys. Be blessed. Have a beautiful evening, and we'll see you soon.
Cheers.
Bye now.